Hello YouTube, today I'm going to tell you my 10 different streams of income that bring me $680,000 a month, and I'm going to tell you how you can do it too. Sorry to disappoint you, but this video is not about this. I don't know how you can make money online because I don't know what you are good at, but I'm going to tell you how I make money online, and this is not $680,000 a month. I'm pretty weak compared to these super successful 21 years old YouTubers who make thousands, millions a year, a month, or a day. So I'm a veteran in making money online. I've been doing this full time since 2015, which is 6 years if you know how to count. And I was doing this part-time since 2012. So you can clearly see I pretty sucked. I tried and tried and tried, and it wasn't enough to support myself. What a sucker. So I feel whether I suck really badly or this is how realistically looks working from home and making money on the internet. Because most of the people, you see, you watch these people and they have so many income streams, and like 95% of the income stream come from the YouTube videos. So number one, of course, YouTube, which is 390,000, and I also make $50 on Fiverr because I get a gig once a month. That's the diversification, you know. I'm not like this. I actually make very little on YouTube, very little on this channel. Past 30 days is like $40. So that's the one, YouTube, right? But I tell you something, I don't have degree and I wasn't really good at working, but I was okay at Photoshop. So I was doing Photoshop videos, and this was the first thing I was doing, and I started doing this in 2012. And after maybe 6 months after doing this, you can probably find the channel by googling my name, Marcin Mikus, or like Photoshop retouching or whatever. Marcin Mikus Photoshop. Let's have a look. That's here, 68,000 subscribers. So I was doing this, but I wasn't really making money. I was like doing this for fun. Actually, it was a lot for me back then because I was really poor as fuck. Then, of course, I was working in the bar in UK, collecting glasses from the table at first. But then I decided to make premium courses, and I must tell you, the majority was from making courses, and this was also the direction when I decided to go into the retouching. So I decided to retouch mainly, let's say retouch is retouching people's faces, right? So I use my computer, I use Photoshop software, and I clean up the faces. I make them look slightly better. And I try to seek for professional photographers to build up my portfolio. So this was like beauty images, these were like fashion images, and at the same time I was making courses on Photoshop. It didn't work at first. There was not many online platforms back then to do it, but there was very popular back then was Udemy, and I think Udemy still is. So I gave this a shot, it failed. 3 months later, I gave it another shot, and in the first month, I made $160. I think the second month, I'm not sure, it was around 200. Third month was around 330. And 4 months, I made $550. And by this point, I had already made 3 or 4 courses. So I was keep doing this, and I made 550, and I thought it's a lot of money. But you know, if you live in United States or in UK in the the monetary value or whatever, this money will basically make you homeless. So the reason why I could do it, I was staying with my parents then, which I'm doing now, but there was many things in between. So if you don't have this possibility, like this is hard to start. Many people I knew they could do some things online. They never started, But also, not only they didn't live with the parent, but they were lazy fucks. It's not easy. Most of the people is lazy fucks. Like, I mean, it will not work. So I would show you my Udemy, but I just try to go to Udemy and there is maintenance work, so I cannot show you. But after this video, you can go and type my name, Marcin Mikus, and you see there's, I think, 40 of my courses. So you see, I was making a lot of them. I think half year in making courses, I break like $1,000 1 month mark. I need to get some magnesium because I feel my eyes twitching. And there's other platforms, but it wasn't so sudden. Actually, year and a half or year after I started making courses, it suddenly started dropping because some policy changes on Udemy. And I was in UK staying with my girlfriend at that time. And I was so stressed because it was before moving to Hong Kong. And I knew, like, I will not be able to support myself. This was only one thing I was doing. And my earnings dropped to the level of, I don't know, it was 600 or 700 pounds, which is like, was below $1,000. And I remember I didn't pay my phone bill, my older phone bill. And they they sent the letter to the debit collecting company. It was like £200, and they called me to sort this out, this debit collecting firm, and they were asking how much money you make. So I tell them, like honestly, I tell them, I think I even said more. I said like £700 last month or something like this. I probably made like 650, and they asked me like, oh, okay, so like what are your expenses? And I was like, £500 for a rent, which was the truth. So it ended like, you sure you can pay back £20 a month? And I was like, yeah, it will be fine. I'll manage. And you know what? They never sent me a bill anymore. They never charged me. I was never charged. So I think they were like, no, we're not gonna charge this guy. So very kind, very kind. So anyway, then like suddenly the policy changed back again. And when the policy changed and I was making very little, I recorded like 4 courses because I was so obsessed. Hey, I need to make courses. I can't survive. Meanwhile, I got depressed, probably like cause the certain stress. I don't know. But I had to go to the doctor. And the things turned. Suddenly, my courses started selling much better and I broke 2,000 mark. So I was able to go to Hong Kong and I moved to Hong Kong. Soon after, some other page gave me the offer to run promotions of my courses, and 1 month I earned like additional $3,000. So I was like, it's so cool, but I was super careless with the money. I was gambling, I was going horses, and every month I was going broke. And at the end of the month, every month I would go to my girlfriend, hey, borrow me 1,000. I want to go to bet on the horses. That was me. That was me. Huge disappointment. But I never had debts in the bank, and I always gave money back very quickly. But then I also started making courses on different platforms which were starting to get popular, which was Skillshare. And this one you can actually find. Where is this? Here, Skillshare. You can type my name, I guess, Marcin Mikus. And the one thing I didn't mention, so majority of my earnings come from teaching. You know, I teach retouch. This is all the ugly shit. But this is really good course, the one here. What else? The newer courses are at the very end, like these ones. These are good courses, you know. I think this one and the one I showed you here, the best courses when it comes to retouching on Skillshare. But I'm not here to shield my courses, you know. But I was making this and it picked up as well. It was okay. So Udemy, Skillshare, and I also do retouching, right? I'm retoucher. So I work for magazines. I do some lookbooks. For magazines, you usually don't retouch for money. That's the truth, actually. Sad truth of retouching. It's really hard to make money unless you go into campaigns. So my unupdated portfolio, which I should update because I wasn't updating this for over a year. But this is my job, right? So this year I was pretty lucky. I do a lot of lingerie jobs, which pay well. And I did Nike campaign, which was my best paid thing ever. But majority is the courses. So Udemy, Skillshare, and I got also different websites that would be promoting me. I actually remember like 2 years ago, I think, less than 2 years ago, Skillshare removed some of my courses and it was going really bad. And I was like stressing again because I had savings, but at this point I was more responsible. But I was like, shit, it's stressful because I'm living in Hong Kong and my life expenses are like $3,000 a month. And if I will drop below making this, start spending more than making. So that's really risky, right? Less than 3,000 actually. It wasn't that bad, but it's mainly rent. But then the COVID hit, right? And I'm here and the other page started promoting me. And suddenly, in like a few months, I made really good money. The best ever because of COVID. So I have suddenly a lot of savings to invest into stock and crypto. It wasn't a lot of money like other crypto YouTubers, but it was decent, right? It was like middle class money. So like, I don't know, like it was kind of money like I don't know, software developer from the some Western country for a few months. I don't know, like dentist from, I don't know, Vietnam, some like this, not US dentist. It was less than that. But yeah, so I was doing this, and meanwhile, when it hit, I also tried to do my own pages, which is like here, you see, I tried to sell the courses on my own pages. So this is English language, and I failed miserably. I make some sales, but very little. I make maybe 2 sales a month. I don't know. I also have the Polish language website, which sells okay, but it's still not crazy. So you see, Skillshare, Udemy, some other additional pages, my own pages. And also on my own page, I actually have shop where people can purchase like presets, LUTs, and profiles. So sometimes it's sell, but it's all little. But when you combine all of these things, it's fine. I can survive, and I don't plan to stop it because it still supports me so many years later. So you see, I'm shitty example of the online earning success, but I wonder how many people is more like this. They just work and they don't make millions. I didn't make millions, but I'm fine. You know? And I don't know, because I feel I will be rich, you know? And for this, you need to sometimes be maybe a little bit lucky and a little bit clever sometimes, because you can get this with investments. So you have to be probably risk taker. And I do believe I have big tolerance of losing and taking risk. So I'm well positioned for maybe getting rich. But I'm not like having the passive income like in hundreds of thousands. It's like in the thousands, right? But and I'm saving much because now because of pandemic I landed with parents, so this is pretty good. And at the end, I want to actually tell you one thing, because I'm going to probably make it after 6 months or after a year not making videos on my actually Photoshop channel about scams in courses. You would not believe that shit, but there is like, for example, I know you don't give a shit, but there is this guy, a very famous photographer, selling beauty portrait masterclass. I tell you what's beauty portrait. Beauty portrait is like the kind of portrait which is like high fashion makeup, beauty product like cream or something like this. It's really high fashion, high quality. This shit here, you see, this is not beauty portrait. This is portrait. This is like fine art portrait. It's something like this. It has no related. Like so, but this guy sell his course showing these covers of the magazines. The funny thing, it's not real. He faked it. This guy, very respectable, this Joel Grimes is respectable photographer, make the fake covers like this Esquire here. Look, is one of these guys the next Bond? You have some shitty cover here. Look at this cover of Esquire with Macaulay Culkin. What it says here is one of these guys like next Bond. And here, a new frontier for saggy trousers. And here, a new frontier for... I'm telling you guys, the shit is everywhere. In every industry, this thing exists. And it's pretty sad, but, well, what you can do. These people still be happy learning the beauty retouch, although they will not learn beauty retouch. Anyway, story for today. I was bored with crypto. I actually didn't plan to record anything, so that's it. And till the next time.